Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of TV lately, and so it's mostly like Spike TV. So we're talking some like real interesting programming. Yeah, I've been watching the show called Repo Games. I'm just gonna assume you guys haven't seen this. It's pretty terrible. But so basically, it's your typical like car repossession show, but like there is like an added caveat. Like right before they're about to tow your car away, they're like, "Wait a second, you're actually on a game show called Repo Games, and if you answer 3 out of 5 questions correct, we don't tow your car away." So, yeah, like, honestly, like, we've really come a long way in game shows. Like, I remember when I was a kid, there was, like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like they were giving away at least 32 grand every episode, and now it's just evolved to, like, yeah, we're just not going to tow your car. Yeah, and, like, it got me thinking, like, is this going to be, like, a trend, you know? Like, right now, we got Repo Games, in a couple years, we'll have, like, eviction games, or like maybe like Dykus games, you know, they ask a couple questions about your kid, like how many times you're supposed to beat the kid, or like how many times you're allowed to beat them, you know, stuff like that. But like honestly though, the whole thing, like, it sounds pretty easy, like answering 3 out of 5 questions correct, but like I'm telling you, the whole thing's completely rigged. It's like, oh shit, we're gonna repo a black man's car, like, oh quick, let's get the questions about the Beatles and the Constitution. Yeah, so like, yeah, but I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea, because like they did repo like this redneck's card, and they asked him what month Black History Month was, so they cover all bases. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous TV. I've also realized like the ads on TV, they're kind of crazy too. Like I've been religiously following those Wrangler jeans commercials. I don't know if you've seen those with like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Brett Favre. You know, like honestly, like they're advertising for things on those commercials that I've never even realized. Like apparently, like crotch room's a big issue in jeans. Like I could fit a sandwich in my pants, you know. Yeah. So like, and granted, like I would never want to buy a pair of Wrangler jeans, but like it's disconcerting to find out that I'm not even qualified. I wasn't really paying attention too much. Like I wasn't really sure the whole timetable on the whole thing. Like, did they start running those ads about the crotch room before or after the whole Favre dick pics thing? You know, like, was there some like marketing meeting down at Wrangler headquarters and everyone's like losing their shit? Like, how are we gonna keep Favre's dick in his pants? And like some wise guy was like, well, you know, maybe if the jeans weren't cutting and binding so much, he wouldn't find the need to take it out every once in a while. You know? I don't know, but anyway, enough about that. So I actually I don't live in New York. I just work up here, so I'm like always looking for a place to crash. And like I'm telling you, like since working up here, like the apartments here are crazy. Like let me tell you, like one of my friends, I stay at his place like most of the nights. Like the layout of his apartment is so there's a kitchen, and right off the kitchen there's a room that just has a toilet, and like right next to the stove there's like a freestanding shower. So it's like, yeah, I'm from Jersey, you can make fun of the air quality, but like a bathroom's a bathroom, and a kitchen's a kitchen where it come from, you know? So like, and I'm always overanalyzing situations too, like, it got me thinking, like, there's like no dignified way to walk in that toilet room, you know? Like, because like, no one's going in the toilet room to powder their nose, you know? Like there's like 1, 2, maybe 3 things you can be doing in there if you can't have diarrhea, you know? Like, yeah, I mean like, and just like it's terrible to walk in there, it's also like there's no good way to walk out of there either, because like there's no sink in there, so you got poo hands. So I mean, like, and if you want to wash your hands, like, you got to use the kitchen sink. So I mean, let's talk about cross contamination, right? Like honestly, I was doing the dishes there once, and I got pink eye, so that really wasn't the best. But also like he pays like $1,500 for the apartment just for his room. It's like thinking like, how the hell did they list this place on Craigslist? You know, like was it like, oh, really grand, expansive, full-service kitchen, you know, covers all realms of digestion. Not really sure about that, but yeah. Anyway, though, I can't get too concerned. You know, at least I have a job, even if I have to make a commute up here. Like, because actually, one of my brothers, he has a law degree, and he's like kind of struggling to find work. It kind of sucks. But I don't want you guys to get too concerned, because he's being seriously considered by some sperm banks. So there's that. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen those ads on TV, like, you know, like with a college education, you could like earn an extra $1 million in your lifetime. Well, like, again, I'm not really sure about $1 million, but on the sperm pamphlet it said that a graduate degree can get you an extra $33 per load. So, yeah, like, so my brother's degree is really starting to pay off, and my parents are proud. So, but like, I was actually the first one to advise him against the whole thing, because I was reading the fine print, and it said that they have a zero tolerance policy on like extraneous sex or other types of masturbation. So it's like you're either jerking it on the clock or you're not jerking at all, you know? Like no time for side jerking. Like really, do you want to lose your like sperm job because you couldn't keep in your pants? You know, like you have like you're in that employment line. Your buddy's like, dude, I thought you had that great job, and he's like, like I had a relapse, man. Sperm count got a little low, you know. But if you ask me, you'd think like a lowered sperm count in the sperm business would be like grounds for some disability, you know? I don't know, I guess it's not a union, but anyway, so I'm sure with the new year, you guys will like make resolutions. I don't know about. Everyone's like, yeah, are you gonna go to the gym this year? And it's like, I don't know, does it look like I've ever been to the gym? So like, yeah, I figure like I got all my athletic, like all that shit out in like middle school. You know, I was on the wrestling team. Yeah, I was pretty good. You know, aside from being paired against a female once in a match, I think it went pretty well. Yeah, like that was kind of an awkward situation because like on the one hand, like you don't want to lose to a girl, you know, because like my manhood was already like challenged multiple times growing up. But at the same time, you can't beat a girl because like I know chivalry's dead, but that's kind of out of hand. But yeah, it was just so awkward, you know. Like I'm planting my feet, I'm getting ready. Like granted, you'd think it would be every 13-year-old's dream, you know, spandex, a little bit of rubbing, you know. Not bad, right? But like, yeah, so I was just like standing there, you know, I was getting prepped, and I was like, I just couldn't do it though, you know, I just couldn't bring myself to pin her, you know, because she was like way stronger than me. So yeah, it was bad. And like again, I thought there was like only these two like negative options, like beat the girl or like lose the girl, but like I managed like option 3, which was beating her in double overtime by points. So like just barely, you know, like yeah, that was bad. So anyway, don't really do any athletic stuff anymore except for maybe a little like left hand jerking, you know. But anyway, enough about sports and on more important things like my asshole. Yeah, so it's been really bothering me a lot lately. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like my bargain brand toilet paper. Maybe my approach. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so it's like not getting any better, and I'm getting kind of concerned. So like a couple weeks ago, I decided I was going to do some research. Grab my phone. I was going to take some pictures down there. You know, like. But like right when I was about to get down and dirty, I was like, shoot, dude, like I'm in way over my head. Like I don't even know what I'm looking for, you know? Like it's one of those things where like best case scenario, like I'm looking at an asshole. So yeah, and like I'm really glad I ended up not taking the anus pics because like that's like the last thing I need is like 30 to 40 like anus pics on my phone, you know? Like, I don't need that. Like like on the off chance I like go to a bar and meet a girl, you know, because like that happens. We're exchanging phone numbers, and all of a sudden it's like, ooh, my anus, you know, like I know that's not really first date material, and like I go on a lot of dates, so yeah. Anyway, so the jury's still out on that. I've got an irritation that we're dealing with, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like since I've been doing comedy, everyone's always like a critic / like comedic genius, you know. They're always like, yo, you should totally try this in your act, man. Or like, I got a really great joke for you. So over the holidays, I was eating dinner with my mom, and she had some really great ideas I think I'd share with you guys. If you'll figure anything down, they're pretty good. So yeah, I was at Walmart the other day, and I ran into 3 people that live on my street. And yep, that's pretty much that one. Another one that I find to be pretty awesome would be, I was grabbed a Subway sandwich the other day. It was wrapped so tight I couldn't open the damn thing. Couldn't open it. It's wrapped too tight. And another one would be I was at Walmart. I don't know if you can sense a trend here. Yeah, a lot of Walmart. I was in the sewing aisle. I was wearing a red shirt. I had my jacket on, and I never go down the sewing aisle. Never do. No. And yeah, some person asked me if I worked there. Can you believe that? Yeah, that was it. So anyway, I have enough to share, so you guys totally take that. Yep. Anyway, thanks, you guys. Been great. My name's Adam Gross.
Give it up for Adam Gross and his brother.